created on Roblox in the last year.
Yeah. In addition to that, you guys have created over 3 million models, 2 million t-shirts, and over 250,000 each of shirts, pants, and groups.
So by comparison, the AAA level studios, which are the major game companies, have created less than 1,000 games in the last year. So you guys are blowing them out of the water, and that's great.
Congratulations.
So here we're showing you some places and items made by people in this very room. And we wanted to make sure to acknowledge you guys before we launch into the award ceremony, because you guys coming out here, you're the winners of the day. You're going to be able to tell people, I went to RGC 2012, and nobody else is ever going to be able to say that who wasn't here today. So thanks a lot for coming out. And give yourself a round of applause.
Nope. All right. So all of the winners today will be, or all of the nominees today will be receiving the RGC 2012 top hat, and the winners in each of the categories will get the RGC 2012 Roblox statuette.
Great. So we have the hackathon today. They're still tallying the vote to see who was the winner. It will be announced later by Dave.
And all of the hackathon winners will also receive the Roblox statue. So our first category today is Best RPG. RPGs are very popular on Roblox and run the gamut from intergalactic space battles to dragon fantasy fights. Here are some of the best. We chose these based on staff preference, frequency of updates to games, and visit count.
Right, so our first nominee is Legend of the Shattered Rune by Blob 34. So here we have a fantasy RPG where you can go on quests and raise your level and get different powers. We like how he used terrain here. And also, fans of the game can join his group and learn more about it.
All right. Our next nominee is Negative 22 Degrees and Dropping by Redneck Bricksmith. So this game is a wasteland genre game, sort of surviving the apocalypse. Redneck Bricksmith is focused on realistic style games, as you can see from the atmosphere in this one.
And the next nominee is Lord of Range's Cape by Range Malood. So this is another fantasy genre game. And so he's already working on a sequel, despite the popularity of this game, which is called Dawn of Destructius. And the winner is Legend of the Shattered Rune by Block 34. Congrats to Block 34. So Block 34 told us that the most important thing in game design to him is gameplay, and that's a belief that we also agree in. So the next category is Best First-Person Shooter. First-person shooters are games where you shoot them up. We have lots of different genres of those on Roblox, from Wild West to space and beyond.
All right, our first nominee is Paintball by Daxter33. In this game, you can join and then you're assigned with different missions. So you can have a capture the flag game, there's a team swap game. In addition to that, there's just a regular old sort of shoot 'em up version of the game.
And the next nominee is Base Wars the Land by Dark886. So this is a military genre game with land and air warfare. Lots of different classes. The longer you play the game, the more classes open up to you.
All right, and our final nominee for this category is Call of Robloxia 5, Roblox at War by Lido Zinnemann. So this is a classic military shooter. He has scripted a GUI system so you can pick your weapon and your class when you start playing, and as you play longer, you can sort of rank up. And the winner is Call of Robloxia 5, Roblox at War by Lido Zinnemann. Our next category is Excellence in Construction. So how we picked these was just Roblox favorites. Our staff are in the games all the time, and these are some of the most beautiful things we've seen created on Roblox in the past year. Our first nominee is BMW M5 Series Concept by Geico 480. So Geico 480 created each of these cars. They're each made of 2,000 parts, which he C-framed together to capture all of the details of the BMW M5 series.
All right, our next nominee is Warrior Cats by Mandico. And the staff picked this game because of the terrain and how beautiful it is. This is one of the most detailed environments we've seen on Roblox in quite a while in a playable game.
All right, and our final nominee for this category is Légèreté de la Liberté by Stuntman 007. So here, Stuntman 007 created a Victorian-era airship. You'll notice the detail, the attention to detail in the woodworking in the ceiling and on the ground. All right, the winner of this category is Légèreté de la Liberté by Stuntman 007.
Our next category is Most Active Group. This was determined by number of new members in the last year, quantity of wall posts in the last year, and overall size.
All right, our first nominee is Vortex Security by Eric Latios. Vortex Security is one of the largest groups on Roblox. It's a war clan and features a training ground where you can earn promotions.
The next nominee is the Roblox Assault team owned by Color Theory. So this group has over 75,000 members and 9 subdivisions that are different groups.
And our final nominee today is First Encounter Assault Recon, owned by Sonic the Hedgehog XX, also known as Fear. This is another war clan, and is in fact currently the largest war clan on Roblox. And the winner is Vortex Security by Eric Latios. Vortex Security has over 90,000 members. Over 65,000 people have joined the group in the past year, and they have over 250,000 wall posts, so a very active group.
Right, our next category is Best Fan Blog. So these are news sites and fan sites we found out on the internet that we thought were particularly engaging and active. The first nominee is Rogo Magazine. So this is a magazine that they put out in issues. They have contests and a very active staff. And one of the things we like most about them is that they take the magazine and publish it as a model that you can read in-game. And that's quite a feat.
All right, next nominee is Lua Learners by CoolBob44. I think CoolBob44 is actually here today. So in this website, new and experienced Lua scripters can join, ask each other questions, share their projects, find teammates to work on projects. The website itself has over 1,500 members, and the corresponding Roblox group has over 3,000 members.
And the next nominee is Roblox News by Arburator. This news magazine is run out of England, where Arburator is from. It's a very active editor group, and they do contests and updates pretty much constantly. And the winner is Roblox News by Arburator.
All right, our next category is Best Advertisement. So as you may or may not know, Roblox users are able to create their own advertisements, which we then show on Roblox. They are for groups, shirts, all kinds of things. And so how we picked the winner of this category was the ad had to show over 300,000 times in the past year, and then it's just the straight click-through rate, so the number of clicks versus the number of impressions.
And our first nominee is Survive the Weird Disasters by Nearly Death. So in this ad, he's trying to get you to come to his Survive the Disasters place. And you can see there at the bottom that the worst disaster is Rick Astley.
Our next nominee is the Get Drawn shirt by Lunar Eden. In this ad, he's advertising his shirt design skills.
Nice. And the next nominee is Roblox Chair Racing by Speedy Seed. Speedy Seed fans in the audience. All right, so here he's trying to get you to come to his very popular